So hey guys, I am Hannah Davis, personal trainer, certified strength and conditioning specialist, owner of Body by Hannah Personal Training Studio in Tennessee. I'm also on an advisory board for Cosmopolitan Magazine. I've been featured in other national publications over the years and just generally passionate about fitness. I met Jessica in New York City, where we were both training for many years. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Jess.
I am from Bogota. I'm in Los Angeles. I train people online mostly. I have a few person clients in LA. Mainly doing digital programs, download simply online, programs, all of the above. I'm a host of a YouTube show where you can get free fitness and information. Live TV.
Yeah, Jess, do you see the comments? You're kind of going in and out. I don't know if your connection is bad or...
Yeah, I can try moving.
Closer to the router?
Yeah, I'm like next to it.
Let's see if that works. Yeah, we're really only hearing every other word.
Shoot.
Always technical difficulties with us, huh? Well, you're watching Tricks of the Trainer, Blab. We do every Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Coast Time, where we talk all things fitness. From pop fitness to very scientific fitness. Today, we're talking about healthy foods that make you fat. Let's see if Jess can get it figured out.
I know.
All right.
Better?
Yeah, I think you might have to say a couple sentences.
Okay.
I think that's probably better. So Jess, introduce yourself real quick again, because we really didn't catch that.
Okay. How do I make it real short? I do video on a channel called TV.
Still kind of going in and out. We'll see if it gets better. We'll get started and see if it gets any better.
Yeah, I in and out if you want to try.
What?
You want me to exit and come back?
Yeah, try that. That's a great idea.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So while she does that, would you guys mind sharing with me in the comments or hopping in a seat? How do you define healthy food? First of all, I think that's kind of an important thing to establish. Really? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, if you ask, when Jess wanted to start this Blab, she said, well, why don't we do healthy foods that make you fat? And immediately I was kind of like, wait a minute, but healthy foods don't make you fat. I was a little thrown off by that. And that's because my definition of healthy food is truly healthy food, whereas marketing out in the world where we shop, where we buy things in packages that are considered healthy, that get the healthy label from the FDA, or maybe a brand just puts it on there, might be a little bit tricky. So part of the problem with consumers making decisions, wanting to make healthy decisions, is a lot of times they're thrown off by tricky marketing things that brands do. So we want to talk about foods that are healthy and foods that are not healthy but appear to be very healthy. I just got a text from Jess, and she is having a hard time still, so she's going to try restarting her phone. It's much more fun to be up here with someone. Does anybody want to hop in? Or I'll just continue, but it feels like Periscope when it's just me, and I don't love Periscope. I'd much rather somebody else take a seat. If not, I will continue. All right, I guess not. Come on, guys. Okay, so the first thing I guess we can talk about is our breakfast foods, because a lot of people grab a granola bar, right? Thinking a granola bar is healthy. They grab a quick granola bar, run out the door. And we've been told by food companies, that granola bars are healthy for you. In reality, most granola bars are not. They're very high in sugar. They're pretty processed, and it's not the best choice. So when you're eating, and it's also very calorically dense. So that is kind of the first major culprit of having a hard time losing weight. Check out your breakfast. Granola and yogurt is a very popular combination. And hop in, KP Kelly. Just make me feel a little bit like I'm talking to somebody. Joining. We're having lots of technical difficulties tonight.
All right, there I am.
There you are. Yay. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Makes me feel a little bit more like I see
Less
Jeff
Periscope.
back. Let's see. Yeah, less like Periscope, which is really boring to talk to yourself.
Any better?
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, I hear you. Pretty
good.
No echo.
Okay, that's much better. I fixed it.
Oh, thank goodness. I had to restart my phone. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we have KP Kelly joining us. Awesome man.
Hi.
Follow him. If you're not already, give to his cause. He's got a really great cause in Ohio. I'll just throw that out there. But we were talking about healthy food. Do you have granola in the morning?
Who, me? Or
KP Kelly?
Oatmeal every morning. So granola would be much better, but
No. But didn't you just hear what I was saying?
I missed the oatmeal part.
Granola is tricky, very tricky, because a lot of granolas are packed with sugar. And then on top of it, a lot of people are mixing granola with sugary yogurt instead of just plain yogurt. What's the one that you brought up, Jess, that a lot of people get fooled by?
You mean like a breakfast food, or?
Well, the light fit yogurt, I think you were.
Oh, yeah. I feel like those light and fit yogurts are really deceptive because the packaging makes it seem like it's the healthiest thing ever. And then when you actually read the ingredients label, it's just like a chemical like nightmare.
Yeah. And packed with sugar. It's like maybe there's not, maybe it is non-fat, but it's packed with sugar. And then you're throwing sugary granola on it, and then you're wondering why you can't lose weight when you're having, granola and yogurt for breakfast and also for a snack. And, sugar is a major deterrent in weight loss.
Right. And even if it's, because I think like the light and fit yogurts and stuff, they even have like artificial sweeteners in them, which artificial sweeteners are like 100 times sweeter than regular sugar. So having that sweet taste on your tongue, it just makes you feel like hungrier sooner than if you had something not sweet. So, or just, lightly sweetened. Like, I think people really underestimate, you really can use honey or a little bit of maple syrup in moderation. It's not the worst thing in the world. So instead of having artificial sweeteners, I always urge people to have real food. And if you need a little bit of sweetness, then a tablespoon of maple syrup is going to be a better bet than all this, fake sugar.
Right. And they've done a lot of studies on artificial sweetener too. And we know that people that consume a lot of artificial sweeteners actually have a harder time losing weight, and they tend to be more overweight. It actually messes up your metabolism. So it's really important to realize that and not fall into that trap. So what you said, what KP Kelly said, I like calling you by your screen name. What you said,
KP underscore
is a better option, right? So overnight oats, or what kind of oatmeal? Do you do steel cut oatmeal?
Yeah. Pretty just like plain. I don't add anything, which
That's
sounds awful, but I
it
don't know
does.
why.
I bet you put some like berries in there, a little bit of honey, a little bit of cinnamon,
Right.
cinnamon, good stuff. So that's a good breakfast replacement. Jess, what's something else?
One thing I really love in oatmeal is like just a teaspoon of coconut oil. It's like so good. That's so creamy. And coconut oil is just, it's known for its fat burning powers and it keeps you fuller longer. So if you guys haven't tried just like a teaspoon of coconut oil in your oatmeal, try it.
Yeah. Oh, we lost KP, but that's okay. So what else do you have for us, Jess? What's next on the list?
Yeah, did I miss any other ones?
No, I just talked about granola and yogurt.
Yeah, I think we should talk about sports drinks because this is a big one, and a lot of people drink sports drinks during their workouts in order to like enhance their workout or just because they don't like plain water. And I see a lot of people drinking sports drinks even when they're not working out or, you know, just as a beverage throughout the day. And I just think sports drinks are just one of those things that's really deceptive because yes, for extreme athletes and for professional athletes who are drinking them in the commercials, they may actually get benefit out of using them. Yeah. But for average everyday people, and especially for people who are aiming to lose fat, they're really hindering the fat loss process.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to understand that Gatorade was developed by the Florida Gators, I guess, experts there that were coaching the Florida Gators, and it was made for the football team because they were trying to find a way to help these guys like retain more hydration and they were practicing in the Florida heat. So
in extreme weather conditions.
In extreme conditions. So they came up with this concoction called Gatorade. And because it tastes so good, like basically they found a way to make this formula taste good. And so, you know, it hit the market. But it is ideally for sports, for athletes, that are enduring extreme dehydration.
Right.
So, yeah, that's very true. Look it up. Google.
Yeah, I think, you know, if anyone was interested in using it or taking it or drinking it, I feel like the requirement would be you'd have to be working out for more than an hour and pretty intensely in order to justify like the usefulness or the purpose of it. Otherwise, you really just don't need it. And you have plenty of energy for a 1 hour workout once a day.
Right.
If you're working out multiple times a day in extreme weather, then yes, maybe you might need it then. But that's very rare, especially for average people.
Right.
So I would to anyone who's trying to lose fat, just ditch it.
Right. And you can make that case also for any kind of juice, apple juice,
sugary beverage in general. Yeah.
No, I mean it's all natural orange juice. How could that be bad for you? Well, it's bad. It's not great because it extracts the fiber from the fruit, which is what slows down the sugar spike, the insulin spike that your body goes through if you feed it sugar, which is not good for weight loss, an extreme spike and crash. So avoiding those hidden healthy drinks would be important too.
And having like 1 glass of orange juice, like, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, leave us in the comments if you have, but when you squeeze 1 orange into a glass, like how much juice do you get out of it? It's like freaking this much. Yeah. It's 1 sip. So in order to get an entire glass of juice, you need like 16 oranges or something, which is an amount you would never sit down and eat. Like you're going to peel them open. So it's just, it's really concentrated.
Torn up.
I don't think anyone could probably eat more than like 5 oranges in one sitting. So to have a glass full of like 16 different orange juice, it's just a lot. So I think replacing your morning juice, like if whatever you're having in the morning, if it's orange juice or any other kind of juice, or just even throughout the day, just replacing it with water, it can drastically cut your calories, drastically improve your insulin response, and just set you for a better fat burning environment. Such an easy swap too.
I like how you said that, like to create a better fat burning environment.
Right, because that's the
inside of your body is an environment, and it needs homeostasis to kind of work optimally. And if you're giving it fake sugars and tons of sugar, and it's gonna have to spend time figuring out what to do with all that instead of burning fat.
Right. So you got to set yourself up for success, and all these little things, like, they may seem like they don't matter, but they really matter in the long run. They're like small, but then when you compile everything up, it's all leads to big results.
Right. What else we got? So we have granola, that light and fit yogurt, Gatorade, juices. What else? Do you guys have any questions about, well, I eat this, like, is it healthy? I get texts from my clients all the time being like, is this healthy?
Yeah.
What is the label?
Gluten-free pasta. Sometimes people ask me, can I eat pasta if it's gluten-free?
Right. Well, gluten-free in general can be very tricky because somehow gluten-free has gotten this, that automatically means it's healthy. It goes under this bracket of healthy food, and that's not always the case. Sometimes it is, but oftentimes it's not. So just because a muffin is gluten-free does not mean that it's healthy. Just because, a lot of products that are gluten-free are still highly processed, and it just means it doesn't have wheat in it. It still can have a ton of sugar. It can have that, what do they stick it with? Like tapioca starch.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know. Yeah, it's usually like rice or potato or, tapioca or something.
And then they have to stick it some way. So be very wary of gluten products. If gluten-free means that you're having brown rice instead of, wheat rice. Do you do that? Do you eat pasta? Jess?
Occasionally, like, honestly, pasta used to be my favorite, like, post-competition, like, cheat meal that I would have. And I would have it here and there. Like, if I went to Italy next week, I'm sure I would have some pasta. But in my daily life, like, no, it's not in my cabinet. I can go show you my pantry right now. It's not in there. I just don't buy it. I just don't see that it's beneficial to me in any way. And I have other things that I prefer to eat. So, yeah.
My husband loves pasta, and I like it. I never crave it. It's not like something I'm like drawn to order. But when we have it, we'll have brown rice pasta just because I like it tastes better. But also when pasta's cooked al dente, which nobody unless you go to a really good, Italian restaurant or go to Italy, where the pasta is homemade and then cooked al dente, it actually, the way that it's digested is a lot better for you. It doesn't cause an insulin spike. It's digested more slowly in your body. So if you're going to have pasta, cook it al dente.
And the other thing is portion control. Like a real portion of pasta is like most restaurants serve it 4 times as big as it needs to be. So
well, and if you go to Italy, they serve. It's not your main course. Pasta is usually like this first course, and it's just a little bit. It's not that much, and then your main course is usually fish.
Right.
So that is an important thing. What else did we talk about, Jess? What are some other tricky, healthy foods?
Anything that says fat-free, I think is a really tricky one because fat used to be like the enemy, the devil. Like, have anything fat-free and it's instantly healthy. Like, there's all those fat-free cookies and fat-free, even like I've seen candy on the label, it says fat-free. And I'm like, really? That's because it's 100% sugar.
Right.
So just be careful of that. Anytime you see fat-free on a label, just be very wary. Like, that's probably not something you should be eating, because fat really is not the devil, and it's actually something, it's an essential nutrient. So don't try to live fat.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think an important point we're trying to make is that labeling is very tricky, and companies are trying to sell a product. So usually when it has to, plaster on that this is fat free, this is healthy, this is, only, what a really tricky one are those 100-calorie packs.
Oh yeah, totally.
So we gotta stop believing that a calorie is a calorie, because it's not. Our bodies don't treat all calories the same way, and a calorie from an apple is not the same as a calorie from a cookie, depending on what kind of cookie it is.
An Oreo.
Oreo, good one. So, it's these 100-calorie packs. People think they're doing a really great job controlling their calorie intake, and maybe they are, and maybe it will work for them initially in the long run. But I think, like you said, if you want your body to work optimally in the environment in your body to perform optimally, then you're going to have to eat nutrient dense foods. And instead of the 100 calories from those little 100 calorie packs, eat 100 calories worth of hummus and carrots and celery and red pepper. Get vitamins and nutrients to help your body do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
So, what else we have?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There was
beer.
One more. What?
Beer.
Light beer.
Yeah, light beer. People think they're if you're gonna drink beer, don't drink light beer. Drink the real deal.
Go hard or go home.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of kidding. I don't mean to get off on beer. I'm trying to think of something else.
Well, I think the moral of that story is, like, instead of having 4 light beers, why don't you just enjoy 2 regular beers? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I think we need to bring everyone's perspective back to quality over quantity, because I think a lot of times when foods are light or diet, it's like you just have twice as many of them as you would have had the regular. So just have the regular.
Kelly, if you can down 8 regular beers, oh my gosh, I can't talk, and not feel totally stuffed, I'm amazed. Vodka seltzer, that's my drink, Andrea. I love that. Or just vodka and water with lime. It's pretty good. What about
we could talk about healthiest
frozen meals? That is a really good one. That's a great.
That is a good one.
I'm so guilty of the lean cuisines. I used to eat those in college.
Same here. I went through that phase.
They were always on sale. They were like 10 for $10. And so that was the first thing. It got me, like, because it was cheap. And then I'm like, oh, these are healthy meals. And in reality, they're packed with preservatives and salt and
so much
air.
And they're just not fresh. Like, they're frozen, and then you microwave it, and then it's just dead food.
It's just dead food. Exactly. Really dead. I mean, it's dead.
Yeah.
Katie Kelly says, great question on the frozen meals. Is that because you eat frozen meals? Frozen meals and 8 beers? One.
Guilty of eating one today. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. We're all guilty of eating that. We've all had them. So it's not like, you're going to survive. But the tip is just try not to do it again. And when you reach for one, like, just try to replace it with something really simple. I mean, eating, it can be really simple.
Yeah. So what can we offer for people to replace those meals with? Like Trish Capon says, there's a lot of people at her office that do. What's like a better option?
Well, honestly, the best option, and I know it's not the most convenient, but the best option is to spend your weekend like grocery shopping, meal prepping, and then putting stuff in Tupperware for yourself, so that it's just the same as taking a frozen meal. Like, you take your Tupperware to work and it's already like prepackaged, ready to reheat and everything. but it's food that you've made in your own kitchen. You know exactly what's in it. There's no preservatives. So I know it's not the most convenient thing to spend your Sunday doing that, but it can be really fun.
It's true. That is the best. I mean, I think if you're really, like he makes the point that a lot of single men, especially, he sees stock of them in the grocery store. And the reality is they're not going to cook. They're not going to meal prep. They just won't. So it's like, what is there anything out there? Like, what do you think about? And it's been a long time since I've looked at one of these labels, but like Amy's Organics has those like burrito wraps and things like that. Have you seen those at all?
Yeah, I mean, I used to buy those when I was in college too, because I was trying to be healthier, you know, so I would go for like the healthier frozen stuff. But
healthier than lean cuisine. At least this.
I think they're a step above. Yeah. Definitely.
So maybe that, but honestly,
it's probably more expensive too.
Yeah. You know, it's really easy to buy chopped vegetables. So you can buy, you know, pre-chopped vegetables. Grab a tub of hummus. Like there's a snack right there. And then it's super easy to buy packets of tuna and, you know, some like rice crackers. What are those really good rice crackers called?
You mean the Mary's crackers? Those are my favorite. Yeah. Those are like grain. They're not grains. They're seeds. They're made of seeds.
Right.
Seed crackers.
Yeah. So there are always other. You have me up. I like a good burrito.
Yeah.
We are a fan of peanut butter. We like peanut butter moderation.
I love peanut butter. I'm obsessed with peanut butter. I don't think I eat it every day, but I think I have it like multiple times per week, and I have for probably 30 years. I'm 30 years old. It's probably been 30 years.
You do peanut butter? You don't do like almond butter or anything? Hold on, I
actually am not. I don't like almond butter as much. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's like a flavor preference, I guess. Like I like raw almonds, but like roasted almond butter, I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me.
What about like sunflower seed butter? Like there's so many butters out there.
That's really good. Yeah, that is really good.
I try it all. I like to mix it up. Sometimes I do peanut butter. In terms of nuts, though, peanuts are kind of like the bottom nut.
They're actually
like
a legume.
Health properties. So, you know, walnuts, Brazil nuts, they're kind of like the supreme. And then you got almonds and sunflower seeds and things like that that are just a little bit.
And the kind is important too, because peanut butter is one of those things that you can buy very wrong. Like if you're buying like the Jiffy or the Skip or what is it? Skippy? I don't know.
Jiffy and Skip.
Wait, is it Skip or Skippy? I don't know.
No, it is. You're right. It's Jif and Skippy.
Skippy, right? Those two are just bad. Like they have hydrogenated oils. They have sugar. If you see like, you know, partially hydrogenated palm kernel oil, something like that, put it back on the shelf. So really your safest brands are Laura Scudder's and like just sometimes store
Smucker's
brands.
Makes a natural, like plain.
Yeah, all natural.
Yeah, you have to like.
You only want one ingredient.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should only say peanuts on it, and if there's two, it should just be peanuts and salt. That's it.
Right.
So you guys be really careful with that, because if you're going to be eating as much peanut butter as I eat, it should be the clean kind.
Right. I don't like do anymore. You know what? I tried that PB2 stuff.
Yeah?
I did not like it.
Is that the powder?
Yeah. It takes the fat out of it, and the fat is good for you people.
Yeah, I did not like it.
Yeah, it was not.
It's like you're supposed to mix it with water to make it like a paste or something, but I was like, and I even tried putting it in smoothies, but I just thought it was like chalky.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's fine, Andrea. I think it's just, you know, like anything natural that you turn into a powder, it's been processed. But, you know, it's really hard to totally avoid anything processed. So,
Yeah.
I had it. Probably if I liked it, I would have it more, like put it in smoothies and stuff for a little extra protein kick. But
it's supposed to be a protein supplement, right?
Yeah.
Is that the purpose of it?
So you're supposed to get the protein without the fat, basically.
Lower calorie. Yeah. It doesn't taste the same, that's for sure.
No.
Clients that it but have diverticulitis. Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah. I know. I mean, our answer is always going to be natural over the like supplementation version of something. But I know in certain cases with certain needs, certain special needs, you may do something different.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually a really good one to be on the list of things, health foods that appear healthier. Because I started buying the reduced fat peanut butter for a while, like a couple years ago, thinking that was a healthier choice. But it is so freaking dry and just like unbearable. Like that's the thing with a lot of these health foods. It's like when they try to make something healthier, the taste, the flavor is destroyed, the texture is destroyed. It's so sad.
And usually to improve flavoring, you add sugar, right? So a lot of times when they're extracting fat, they're putting in sugar to kind of make up for the flavor that it was. Yeah. Exactly, Andrea. And salt and other products. So
and salt, yeah. Or other chemicals that you don't even know about, like. So yeah.
Right.
The conversation comes back to just eat real food, right?
It always is. So we can sum it up. Does anybody have any other questions about is this healthy or not? We got PB2. There were some good questions. The lean cuisine, it's a really good one. Your yogurt, make sure you're just having plain yogurt. Soy, like soybean or soy products, like soy milk.
Soy is a protein source, like tempeh or tofu, something like that.
Yeah, I would say it depends on the product.
Yeah, powder, soy protein powder.
Well,
honestly, I recommend.
It doesn't have as high of a BV value as like whey protein. So you're really as much as people want to like toot soy's horn, you can't really. It's not like it is a great protein in the form of a bean or in the form of even tofu, which we now can agree that organic tofu is not packed with like bad estrogen or packed with estrogen. So I think soy has its place, but kind of like we said, the less processed it is, the better. I would not do soy milk. Like look at the back of soy milk. It's the list is longer than Kingdom Come.
Yeah, and like she said, every meal bar has soy in it. It's so true. If you go to the supplement bar aisle and you start reading the back of all the labels, almost every single one has like soy protein isolate. A lot of like those little crunchy pieces are in a lot of protein bars are usually made with soy. A lot of cereals have soy. Yeah. It's like hidden everywhere. But well, and it's something I personally avoid.
Honestly, Andrea, it's probably because it's cheaper. Whey is a pretty expensive protein and soy is cheaper. So they use it. They can advertise that this has this many grams of protein. They don't say what kind of protein is or what the BV value is. But they get to advertise a high, like 45 grams of protein in this bar.
Yeah, but if you're not actually absorbing any of that, then what's the point? So. Life pro tip, just eat meat. Yeah. Hopefully that we don't have any like vegetarian vegans in the audience here, but if we do, like just know that the reason we eat meat and we support eating meat and having like animal protein in your diet is because we've experimented with different things. We've trained a lot of different clients, and in general, for the most part, for the majority of the population, eating animal protein as a protein source is your best bet. You're going to get the best bang for your buck. You can eat smaller portions and get better results, and you have higher energy, better strength, all of the above.
Right. It's true.
Yes, and best fat. So meat eater right there. Good.
But I also understand that people that want to be vegetarian for, you know, ethical reasons, and, you know, that to each their own. And I probably, if I didn't choose ignorance and to just be ignorant about a lot of the industry, I would have a hard time eating meat. But I try to be a little bit ignorant so that I can continue eating meat. Is that horrible? I think that's pretty bad. But
I know this is one of those horrible choices in life that you just have to be like, well, I'm going to just pretend like I don't hear all this and you just my merry way. I do, but
you just try to choose like sustainable, to eat as sustainable as possible. So I try to buy wild caught fish and grass-fed beef. Like me and Nathan bought into like a cow share. Did you know you could do that?
Wow, yeah, I've heard of it before.
Our freezer is packed with like half a cow.
Oh my God.
And it was like a grass-fed cow, only ate, you know, from the grass and from its mom. Like this was like a local guy that I know. Like he's actually one of my clients' husbands, and he's an ag teacher, and they had this cow that they had to slaughter, and that's not nice, KP.
See, they had to slaughter it, KP.
Yeah, they had to slaughter it anyway because it was mean. Like the cow like headbutted his dad or something. Like it got aggressive or something. So they were like, "You need to put this cow down. Do you want half of it?" Like, yeah, like actually.
Do you feel more aggressive after you eat some of it?
Well, I wondered about that. If I was going to embody the spirit of the animal. Y'all, that's part of it. That's what a lot of people believe, that you're going to embody the spirit of the animal. But no, I think I feel okay. I'm good.
Okay. Good.
Oh, all right, guys. Anything else? Anything else, Jess, or should we sign off? I wouldn't rush, but I haven't had dinner yet, and I'm like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
To eat some cow.
All day. Yeah, absolutely. Just really want to say thanks to everyone for joining and for putting your commentary in. It's really awesome. We love like having a full crowd here.
Yeah, we love having like a lot of the same crowd.
I know, it's really cool. You guys are the best.
Yeah. So anytime you guys want to reach out to us, ask us questions, feel free to email us directly or, you know, tweet us or whatever. But I mean, we will definitely be here next Friday, because next Friday is after Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
So we're really going to need a check-in, and we're going to need to talk about some things and how to get back on track after getting that food, baby.
20 pounds heavier next Friday. Yeah. Okay. Let's see who can be the heaviest.
Yeah.
Who can have gained weight.
We'll all weigh ourselves on Thursday morning, and then at the end of the day.
Yeah. The Blab can be called, "How much turkey did you?"
Oh no, you already celebrated Thanksgiving. You needed another one, Leslie. Oh, October.
That's Canadian Thanksgiving.
You can come over to our place, Lethal Leslie.
Yeah,
wait, where are you, Lethal Leslie? That's right. You're not in the. Where are you? I forgot. I think she's in. Where are you, Lethal Leslie? Ontario. That is right. That's true. All right.
Cool.
Right.
Awesome.
Okay. So of course you're not having Thanksgiving, but you're welcome. You're welcome if you want to make the drive to Tennessee. All right. So as always, Jess will be posting this replay on her YouTube channel. So check it out. And we will see all of you guys next Friday.
Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye.